Steve, could you please explain what is the purpose of a tie rod?
Sure. A tie rod is a component of the front steering system that moves the tire back and forth when you rotate your steering wheel. Some cars have as many as 4 tie rods, 2 outer tie rods, and 2 inner tie rods. A lot of trucks have that. More modern vehicles with rack and pinion have 2 conventional tie rods, but an inner tie rod that looks quite different, but it's subject to wear as well.
And how long do these last?
Well, that's kind of a hard question to answer. It depends on how the car is operated, what kind of roads it has to travel on, and how well it's maintained.
So I drive a newer car. Do I have to worry about tie rod failure?
Well, just because the engine and transmission last longer on modern cars doesn't mean the rest of the car will. In fact, as time has gone by, they've taken more and more maintenance out of the vehicle by removing grease fittings that can help keep the tie rod alive. What can generally happen on late model cars is the boot can rip, water can get in and start deteriorating the inside, and you don't have a grease fitting to keep that going, to keep that part alive. So sometimes we say as many as 70,000 miles, but that's very subjective to the way the car's operated.
And could you tell us what happens if the tire rod fails?
Well, if the tie rod pulls completely apart, which can happen if it's not inspected regularly, we completely lose control of that wheel. So as we're driving down the road, one wheel could go one way, one wheel could go the other, and could lead to an accident. So it's very critical that we have the car inspected regularly.